It is your girl Gifted Hands 444, and this is officially the Pisces birthday solar year reading. Of course, I would like to start this video by stating or just saying to you happy birthday to all the Pisces out there. I wish you many blessings, long life, prosperity out there. Of course, shout out to my mom who is a Pisces. She had her birthday on March 12th. So happy birthday, mommy, if you're watching this video, or you should be watching this video. Come on, man. You are so entrenched in zodiac and astrology information, and of course you're going to like my content. But anyways, we're going to go into this reading, Pisces, and we're going to burn a little sage, and we'll be right back for your reading. Yeah, so I'm back. Let's put the sage right here. So Pisces, I've been off for a while, and I just decided that today is the day to start your solar birthday reading. So of course I pulled out my Pisces card, of course represented by the fish. Beautiful woman. She's intuitive, or he is intuitive, very in tune with their emotions and their intuition. So we're going to get into it, Pisces. I'm going to put your card all the way over here. You're not going to really see it, but yeah, the importance of this reading is to, let's see what is up for the Pisces. I don't know what to expect in this reading. I've been resting a lot. I have been, focusing on myself and various ways to elevate myself in different areas. So we're going to see what comes out for you. I don't think I even took up my angel numbers. Don't know why, but must be for a reason. I'm not going back for it unless I get the nudge to go for the angel numbers. So let's see what is coming out for you, Pisces, for the solar return year. So let's see. Spirit ancestors, what do you have to say for the Pisces as it relates to their solar return year for their birthday season? Okay. Ooh. One float. I'm going to grab it. Okay. So the one that fell on the ground is heartache. Heal emotional wounds and find a love anew. Now, this does not mean necessarily healing from heartbreak as it relates to relationships, because I do realize that a lot of persons tend to think that heartbreak is all about relationships, but that's not the case. This is just healing from disappointment that you may have encountered during this year or from the past. Next one we have is divine time in reverse. This aligns with the heartache, whatever you wanted, Pisces, and you got this big disappointment towards it. It wasn't the right time. That's what I'm hearing. It wasn't the right time, so of course you got the disappointment. And this reading is not anything specific. It's not a specific area. Sometimes I pick up on specific areas, of course, but of course wherever this resonates in your life, that's where it's supposed to be. Then we have a spiritual attack all the way over here. When cards fall to the side, this means, for me, I would say there was some influence surrounding it, but not really a major influence on what is happening here. But this says to me that it may have picked up on some spiritual attack, but it wasn't really spiritual attack. Your mind just told you that it was. That's why it's on the side. So it's not something that is definite. This is something that is outside of your entire situation here. We have the forgiveness card that says release grudges, free your heart and spirit. So just release the fact that you got a certain disappointment. Release the fact that something did not work out in the time frame that you wanted it to. And forgiveness is on the side, of course, and I pay attention to how cards fall, right? Just like this one over here. This one is on the side, so that means, you're not really forgiving, you're not making a decision, so to speak, as yet, as relates to letting go of what happened. All right, at the bottom of the deck, because I placed the deck all the way over here, is resilience. Weather the storm with unwavering determination. So that means you're pushing ahead regardless. I'm seeing the Six of Swords in my head, pushing towards calmer waters, moving forward despite the disappointment and heartbreak that you experience around the situation, right? Because eventually you really saw the fact that it wasn't the right time, right? You picked up on that. So yes, so we're going to see what this is all about here. This one over here is not really pulling me so much, so this really and truly is irrelevant to this reading. This is what we are talking about. This is the main message here. My back is hurting me for some reason. Maybe it's because I am sitting funny. But anyways, I'm going to put these cards all the way up here and let's see what comes out for the rest of the reading. Hopefully you're hearing me because I'm not using my mic today. I'm using one of my phones because for some reason, because of the Aquarius reason, I'm not blaming the Aquarius, by the way. From the Aquarius reading, my devices have been out of whack, I will say. But that's how it goes. Yes, confirmation out of whack if you're hearing my phone making a sound. Yeah, so weather in the storm, moving forward to calmer waters. And we're going to take an animal card. This is my handmade animal deck. So we're going to see what comes out for you, Pisces, in this deck. I didn't take up a lot of decks today. So let's see. There's a truck coming. So let's see. 555 on the clock. So changes, definitely. So we have the beaver coming out. The beaver and the gorilla coming out. I think there's one more. Build your dreams steadily, but avoid becoming too rigid. Meaning, this aligns to what is being said in the first set of cards. Hold on, let me pause for a minute. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. I was waiting for the truck to pass so it doesn't disturb the video. So as I was saying, excuse me, confirmation. So as I was saying, the beaver represents building your dreams, building your desires, going towards your goals, building your dream life on a steady basis. I'm seeing the page of the Knight of Pentacles, not the page. I'm sorry. Yes, the page of Pentacles also. So you're learning, and you're more determined, focus on your goals. But the Knight of Pentacles is about slow transition towards this goal, because fast does not mean quality. It really and truly means once it comes fast, it dwindles fast. Once it builds slowly, it takes a long, it is more solid, right? So what you're saying to you, to steadily build your dreams here, do not be too rigid. So meaning, I must have, for example, I must have a black car, it must be this type of style, it must be this, it must be that. You're being rigid. You have to be a little bit more flexible, I will say, a little bit more flexible. So you may document your dream to be a specific way, but it does not mean that's how it's going to turn out, word for word or to the T, right? You may have something extra, right? It may not come in the straight path that you envision it, because success is twists and turns all around. It's not a straight lane. So we have the gorilla. Use your strength wisely, but avoid aggression. So using your strength wisely, this has to do with your mental strength. I'm seeing the Page of Swords. Yeah, the Page of Swords in my mind. So mental strength, clarity, being wise. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm thinking right now. Yes. So, yes. So I'm seeing the twists and turns. The smoke over here is reminding me of the twists and turns that you will go through as it relates to this path and this new solar year. You're not seeing it, but I am, right? So Spirit is saying, don't be too angry when things don't work out the way that you anticipated them to. Just be willing to keep moving forward as relates to resilience, right? I think that's a 7 of Wands. I've seen a lot of cards today. And when I say seen, I mean in my mind. So we have next card is a dragonfly here. Dragonfly embracing change. What? So of course, embrace a change. Don't become flighty or unstable. So embrace the changes as they come, because you know those changes and those challenges all lead to the goal that you envision to, right? But stubbornness does not lead you there. I'll say this: being too rigid, being too stubborn, that leads to stagnancy, and we don't want that. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hedgehog, which is protect your vulnerability and avoid closing off yourself completely. So avoid closing off yourself. Avoid being too rigid, being too stubborn, right? Yes. We have the Hawk here. Focus on the bigger picture. Remember, focus on the bigger picture, but avoid obsession with details, meaning it must be like this and it must be like that. Avoid that, right? So you're going to be shedding some new old habits here this year. You're going to have some help here. I'm seeing unity and corporation. It says don't lose your individuality though, right? So yes, so seeing that coming out, which is a good thing, I will have to say. My channel is about growth. My channel is about elevation, transformation. That's what it's about. It's not about being delusional. It's not about telling you when your ex is coming back. It is not about feeding your delusions. No, no, no. So if you're a person that doesn't like readings like those, meaning you're tired of hearing when your ex coming back, you're tired of hearing that Mercury's in retrograde and all of those fancy stuff, you're tired of hearing that, and you want to hear some real stuff, this is the channel for you. Yes, I'm authentic. What you see is what you get. Although you're not really seeing me. You only see my hands. But that's all you need to see. So let's see. This is my career deck, one of my first handmade decks. So I make most of my decks. So most of my decks that you will see, matter of fact, I will say that most of my decks you won't be seeing all of my decks. Because I choose specific decks. Alright, so maybe over time you may see all my decks if you pay attention to my videos, but I have around 60 decks. Can tell you that. And there's more to be added. But most of them are handmade. So, and most of them are handmade, and the messages are all come from me, right? So let's see. Bottom of the deck is moving silence. So Pisces, this solar return year, this birthday season. And when I say birthday season, this is an entire 12 months. I'm talking about moving silence as relates to your goals and ambitions here this year. Move in silence. But let's see what else is here. We got one. We have crossroads and indecisiveness. And let me turn it around. Internal conflict. That's on the reverse, which is good. You're no longer at a crossroad. You know where you want to go. You know what you want to achieve. You know the type of life that you want. So that's good. That's a good sign. By the way, you're not seeing it. I'm in 2 earrings. These are swords, and I was thinking today, 2 of swords, that is indecision, right? Thank God it's in the reverse for you. job change, traveling and feeling unfulfilled. So there's change coming. Doesn't have to necessarily be in a job, but there's change coming. And many of you could be going through a job change. You want to change your job. You may want a raise. You may want a new position, a higher position, right? You may be traveling towards this job too. But all in all, you feel unfulfilled with where you are. Right, because you see the little bird with the suitcase. And there's a butterfly. So butterfly is change and transformation. Transformation. Yeah. So let's see if there's any other card coming up for you. Oh, no, but not take so much. Not so much, man. So we're going to go again. Not taking so many. We have investments at the bottom of the deck. So you're definitely investing. Some of you could be literally investing. Literally. Meaning in probably stock markets or Bitcoin. Yeah. Promotion incoming. Of course. It's coming. But you have to fix those negotiating skills, because there's going to be opportunities where you have to negotiate something here. All right, you're honing your ability to secure better deals, and we have the investment at the bottom of the deck. Take risks that will benefit you long term. So you're taking the risk. Your promotion is definitely incoming. Look at the card. It says cheese. Say cheese. That's how you're going to be posing here. Yes. Let's see. There you go. Recognition, talent on display. So definitely, you're going to be recognized for something here. Recognition, say cheese, camera in it 3 times. Look at that camera. Camera on her chest here. Camera over here. So definitely recognition 3 times. Confirmation. Look at the bottom of the deck. We have gossip here. That could be why I saw the spiritual attack. Yeah. That's the reason why the spiritual attack came up. It says gossip, minimize drama, and take responsibility. Someone is talking. Now, what this is saying to me now, with the moving silence card that we first saw at the bottom of the deck, Pisces, is don't overshare your next moves, right? Keep them on a hush-hush basis until it's set in stone, right? Don't include a lot of people, right? The only set of people, I will say the only set of people is supposed to know about a small amount of your goals, and I mean a small amount, not a specific amount, is people that will help you to move towards that level. Meaning, you want a job letter, so you have to tell someone in your job that you want a job letter for this and this purpose to prove that you're employed. You need someone as a reference for something. Those are the type of people. You don't tell them everything. You just give them a certain amount so you can acquire what you need to acquire and skedaddle, right? So definitely minimize the drama, minimize the gossip, but there's somebody talking. I will say that. Avoid some risky debts too. Avoid certain risky things, right, that can lead in the illegal system, because I was seeing a legal system here. If you realize this card fell and it fell in the reverse, so these people here, because I say people, there's more than one, and my eye is pulling me back to this card. Look at the back. Look behind the lady here. I'm going to pull it up so you see it. Look at the back of the lady. You have 2 creatures behind her. So, close people. Watch out for those people. If you allow these people to have influence, they may have influence. But right now, they're not so influential. They're 10 steps behind you right now. That's what I'm seeing with the card. Pisces card. Careful of greed. These people are greedy. I can tell you that. Yeah. So we're going to see what else comes out. So we'll take up these cards. So Fix those negotiating skills. Do not give people too much power over you, because even if someone is not jealous of you, as it relates to your elevation, sometimes even the fact that they know about something can hinder it. Because words have power, and many people don't know that the most powerful thing is not the action that people do, is the energy that they bring off. Look at the bottom of this deck. I didn't even take the last deck off of it. Two-Face and Deceitful, Pretense and False Persona. So there definitely are people here. Look at the serpents again. The serpents are behind her. Hold on. So does my spirit. Energy flows, power grows, and my peace remains unshaken. Thank you. That's came just in time. And that mantra, I don't know if you heard it. It says, my daily reminder, as my phone restores power, so does my spirit. Energy flows, power grows, and my peace remains unshaken. That's my mantra. Every time I plug in my phone, that's what comes on. I set my phone that way. So it came just in time. Two serpents here. If you give them power, they're going to exercise that power. So if you give them enough information, and look at the two birds here, they're gossiping here. If you give them enough information, they're definitely going to use it or give out some form of energy that's going to hinder something. And you know, because you have picked up on it. Alright? So let's see what is coming out of this deck. We already saw the first card. Let's see what's coming out of this deck. And this is a two-part deck. This is half of the deck. So I'm going to pull cards from that deck too. And usually if I shuffle 2 times and nothing comes out, and then I move to the next one. So we already saw the first card. Let's see if there's any other card here that wants to come out. No. Let me look at the bottom. We have breaking generational curses here. So we see that coming out too. Many of you could be doing that. Let's see, you're going on a journey here. See that? 6 of Swords energy. You're going on a journey. So let's see. This is the other half of the deck. So let's see if a message is here. I don't force my decks to give out cards. When they don't want to give out cards, then we'll respect that, right? So as a spiritual cleanse, take a spiritual bath. You may need a spiritual bath. Take it. Doesn't have to be fancy like the ones that you see online, please. It's all about intention. And usually, what is needed for the spiritual bath is communicated to you by your guides. Your ancestral guides tell you what to do. Remember, spiritualities have similarities, but they're not the same for everybody. So not because someone uses some lime and whatsoever in their bath means that that's going to work for you. We have different spiritual baths here for different purposes, and you have different cultures, different beliefs surrounding, and there's energy in everything. We have energy vampire here, so definitely, yeah, you know why you need that bath. That energy vampire that is lurking in the back, right? Draining energy. This could be a water sign. This could be a water sign that you know, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, right? However, this reading is for you, Pisces, a water sign. So definitely this message is definitely for you. So the energy vampire could be a Pisces or a Scorpio or a Cancer, but definitely the main person that needs this message is the Pisces. We have an end of chapter here. You're cutting some cords and spiritual contracts here. So you're ending certain things now. All right, moving into something new. So we need that spiritual bath to signify ending a chapter, moving to the next. So, yeah. We have pregnancy and new ideas, birthing new ideas. No, this does not have to be a literal pregnancy. This is birthing new ideas, bringing forth new ideas. This card is specifically if you have been having, hold on, if you hear me pause, I'm trying to garner the message that I'm getting. Water. So all right, so this card specifically is for persons that have been getting dreams. Maybe you've been pregnant in a dream, literally pregnant in a dream. So that is not necessarily a child coming forth, but is birthing as something new, going on a new path, right? And you could be having dreams about water, dreams about water, fish. That's also, if you're in the Caribbean, people tend to have dreams about fish. People say that that is a telltale sign of pregnancy, but that is also a telltale sign of bringing forth new ideas. So let's see if there's any other card here. We don't take partial cards here unless I'm divinely guided to take the partial cards. And partial cards are the ones that flip and then flip over back. Like say, oh, I want to come out, but not really. Yeah, we got the witchcraft here. Witchcraft and candle and energy work. What did I tell you? Come on now. If you like my video, please like, share, subscribe, and join me for the next video. Of course, I do videos for every zodiac sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, all of those. I even do love readings, career readings, every kind of reading, spiritual alignment readings. I do it all. They're general, of course. Yeah, so definitely that witchcraft is a spiritual attack that you picked up on. I'm going to tell you why I tell you that you picked up on, because at the bottom of the deck we have spiritual gifts and inner knowing. High priestess energy here. Seeing blue, significance, water, sea, ocean. I'm seeing the ocean. Some of you could be working with a water goddess. Water goddess? Yes. But it's not Oshun though. It's not Oshun. It's another one. I'm seeing blue. Blue is significant. Well, it is either a god or I'm picking up on a goddess, but it could be a god too. Water. I'm seeing a lot of water here. Specifically the ocean. Alright, so energy work. You picked up on this already. Right? But I'm telling you, it doesn't have as much significance if you give it significance. Because it's weak. It's weak. I'm seeing a candle, but the flame is very small. The energy is so weak. But they're trying. There's an attempt, but it's not working as well as they see it. Because they know that you're a leader here. You possess leadership qualities. Right? So you have an inner know. Look at that. I'm sorry. Look, I picked up this, right? Because I saw a leader. I was looking across and I said, yeah, leader. And then as I moved this card, look what came out. Leader. And here's a fish again. The fish. Man. These people could be higher than you. Could have some form of status too. Be careful of those people with statuses, cannot be, just because they're higher doesn't mean that they can't be jealous, okay? So don't give out too much. If you do not, if it takes the fact, no, let me say this. If you don't have to give out any information, don't do it. Right? Because there are a lot of illusions here. People that are masking their emotion here, masking secrets, right? Yeah, masking secrets, masking a lot of stuff. Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah. So let's see what's going to come out in the next deck. So I told you, get that cleanse, that bath, a spiritual bath, ringing in this new solar year. Listen, meditate, retreat to a safe place. And when I say retreat, I mean meditation. You will know the ingredients to that spiritual bath. Just ask and the answer will be given. Yes, confirmation. My phone is making noise. It sounds like a notification. I don't know if you heard that. Oh yeah, let's move into our tarot for now. So we're going to see what the tarot has to say to you, Pisces. We have many illusion card, 7 of cups here. But let's see. 29 minutes in. Let's see. Spirit ancestors, let's give Pisces a good reading here. Is one card per question unless 2 comes out. Right? I take it. But let's see, Spirit ancestors, what energy will the Pisces activate at this moment for their solar return year? Their solar return year. What energy will the Pisces activate? Clear and concise answers, please. This might be the shortest reading I've done so far. But it's not about the length, it's about the essence of what comes out. Remember that. So what energy would the Pisces be activating, Spirit? Let's see. One card. What energy would the Pisces be activating this solar? Ooh, what did I say? I'm going to show you. The Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. But I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it where I see it. The page fell on the side, so I'm going to keep it as that. Right? So, what is this? Look at that. Perseverance. Shall I end this reading here, Pisces? I think I should. No. Spirit says no. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mentioned this card already. All right. I'm going to lay out all my cards first, and then I move into reading everything together because cards read together. So who is the Pisces becoming in this year? Who is the Pisces becoming this year? Who's the Pisces becoming this year? Let's see. Look at that. 2 of Swords reversed. Indecision is over. Crossroads is over. 2 of Swords, just like my earrings that I have, and it's a crescent moon tonight. If you look up tonight, well, any night you watch this, it will be a crescent moon. But right now, I looked up not last night, just a while ago I was outside, it's a crescent moon. So let's see who's the Pisces becoming tonight. Why did I say tonight? Where they becoming this year? Okay. We have the Hierophant. I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to put it like that. Hierophant. I take the cards as they come, because the cards mean something when they lay out a certain way. What is this year teaching the Pisces? Okay. Okay, there you go. What shadow resistance may occur for a Pisces? Shadow that may occur. Competition. Remember I told us snakes in high places. What gift is this year going to give the Pisces? What gift is this year going to give the Pisces? Okay, we have 10 of Pentacles. This is getting good. 10 of Pentacles. So, can you give me a card to symbolize how the Pisces relationships will behave? And this is not love relationships only. How would their relationships behave this year? Responsibilities. Okay, and ten of wands. Two more cards, Pisces, and then I will read it. Tell you exactly what is coming to me. We have disagreements here that fell out in my hand. That's not good. All right. So how? Let's see. Um. All right. So how will the Pisces work? Money and effort flow this year. That's what I want to see. How will it flow this year? How will the Pisces work, effort, and flow, purpose flow this year? Oh, anxiety. Okay. Any advice for the Pisces? Advice for the Pisces? Spirit ancestors? Advice for the Pisces. One card, please. Okay. Oh, resilience. And what did I say? Leadership and new beginnings. I'm going to put these right here and I'll come back to them. Okay. Let's start with the first card. Pisces. The energy that you'll be activating here is a Page of Pentacles energy here, right? Page of, upright. The page is focusing on new projects here, right? Focusing on investment, right? That's what the page is about. So right now is on the side. That means you have not taken the action to start as yet, but you're about to. So you're not being lazy, but you're just in a resting hermit stage right now, right? So you're going to be very much ambitious here. You're going to be focused on the worldly types of possessions here. So it's less about spirituality here and more about the worldly types of possessions that you can have. All right. Now, who are you becoming now? You're becoming, your card that represents who you're becoming is a Hierophant. And a Hierophant is really a religious figure for most people that read tarot. But it's the character of stability. It's the character of structure, going the traditional route, slow and meaningful, right? Steady wins the race. That's what I heard, right? So you're going the traditional way. That's what I'm picking up, right? You're going by the rule book, right? So that's who you're becoming now. Some of you could, yes, you are highly religious or highly spiritual. I'm mostly picking up on spiritual, but you are in the game of religion or spirituality. You're somewhere, somehow associated with it. You have a holy type of presence with you. All right, reverent. So that's who you're becoming. So we're going to put it over here, or you're about to come into a structure way. Because remember, we spoke about being rigid, right? Wanting things to be to the T, right? And Spirit was saying to you, do not be too rigid, be a little bit flexible. But you need to go the right way, right? For the Eight of Cups reverse, this is all about growth, moving towards growth, right? And this year it's going to teach you. I'm going to be very precise here because just give me a minute, please. So this card represents what is the year teaching you? This year is going to teach you to come out of stagnancy, to be a little bit more flexible. The same message over and over again, coming right back out. being accepting to change and transformation with the Eight of Cups reverse, right? It's going to teach you to move out of stagnancy, move towards a steady flow towards your goals, being more open, right? That's what it's teaching you this year. For your shadow and resistance that may happen, you may have some competition around you, right? This can be your own self-doubt, because we have the Five of Swords here. But the Five of Swords, I told you about those competition that are behind you. They're behind you, so I get the feeling that they're close to you. Very close. A little bit too close, right? So they're going to pose a problem if you allow them to pose a problem here. So your resistance is going to come in to play more of an energetic type of resistance. Swords is all about the mind, so thoughts, negative thoughts. This can be you too. Your negative thoughts, your rigid mindset also, right? Your rigid mindset can cause a resistance for you, Pisces, but also the negative thoughts that are created by others, right? Whoa. And also arrogance. So you have to be careful of arrogance here, right? Being too much to the book, I will say. Meaning too rigid in your thinking, too rigid in your actions. So you have to be careful here, because this is what can cause everything to go awry. I will say that. All right. So for the gift of this year, the gift that Spirit has for you here is the Ten of Pentacles sideways, and the reason why the cards are in sideways, and this I will keep saying it. The cards, based on how the cards are, whether they're upright, sideways, or reverse, it or even tilted to the side, it tells you where you are. Right? It tells you exactly where you are in the moment. So the positions can change 2 weeks from now, one, even the next day, depending on the action that you have chosen. Excuse me, confirmation. Okay. So the gift that Spirit has for you is definitely success and legacy. Success here, but are you going to take it? We have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is legacy, a solid foundation. Because Pentacles are solid. They take a long time to create. They don't dwindle down as fast. But are you going to take it? The only way you can take it is if you turn this page upright. I'm going to say it again. The only way where you're going to get this Ten of Pentacles, this stability, this wealth, this inheritance, this job, right? This new level of ascension is if you focus on that path. You're willing to learn the slow and the right way, right? So focus on the traditional way to build the Ten of Pentacles here. It leads all the way up. So again, this tells you the story, focusing, going by this, having structure in your life, avoiding stagnancy, because this is your lesson of your resistance that may come is competition in the form of yourself, your mindset, and also in the form of people. So Spirit says move in silence here. If you don't, this Ten of Pentacles does not become yours. All right? Yeah. And your relationships now. Your relationships are going to feel like a burden. Again, that makes sense because we have the competition card here, which is the Five of Swords. It makes sense as to why your relationships are going to become a burden, right? And there's a reason why the Resilience card fell out on the Ten of Wands like this. As I said again, cards and how they fall matter. So Spirit is saying, despite the burden that you will feel this year as relates to your unionships, your relationships can be friendship, family members, people at work. It doesn't matter, a close friend. Be resilient, stand up for yourself. Whatever you want, stand up for yourself as it relates to what you want, right? Be adamant in what you want, right? But do not be too rigid. Remember that. So there's a sweet spot where you need to be. Have your boundaries set up, because this card here, Nine of Wands, which is resilience, all right? It's about really and truly proving that you can endure to the end. So despite this Ten of Wands here and the burden that you feel in this union, you can endure, you can overcome the relationships that may break. You will overcome them. You're also going to get relationships that grow stronger too, right? Let's see, for your work and purpose and your money now. There's a lot of anxiety surrounding that, right? You're worried about it. You're really, really worried about it. There's a lot of regret. There might be regret surrounding this too. I may get a clarifying card for this one to see the full picture. So I'm going to set this aside here to get a clarifying card for it. But as it relates to your advice, Spirit says do not hold on, because we have the Four of Pentacles here. So you're holding on to structure, you're holding on to your dreams tightly, but Spirit is saying it's okay to hold on to them. It's okay to want what you want, but do not hold it so tightly that you sabotage your own self. Right? Clinging to control and possessions and clinging to routines, it's not going to work this year. Right? So be careful of how tightly you hold on to things, and even relationships. When you see that they're working against you, be careful of how you hold on to them too. But most of it really and truly is about your goals, worldly possessions here. Spirit says you're a leader, so you're moving into your King of Wands energy here. Leader, you're visionary, so you know what you want, you have envisioned what you wanted, right? And you're ready to create something that is lasting, right? Because we have new beginnings here with the Ace of Wands. So definitely there's a lot of action. There's going to be a lot of action behind you, a lot of fire. Pushing forward, right? New ventures here. I do see that. But we're going to see get a clarifying card for this Nine of Swords. Spirit, give me a clarifying card for the Nine of Swords. We need to see need some clarity around this Nine of Swords as relates to the effort and money. That was fast. Damn. Okay. I'm going to tell you what it is. Unfortunately we have the Seven of Swords. So on top of anxiety, and the reason why you have the anxiety is really you being very cautious here. This really and truly comes back to the competition card. So these people that are around you, these relationships, they're going to cause a lot of anxiety in you. Maybe there's going to be some form of attempt to sabotage too. That's why Spirit is keep saying move in silence, please. Alright? You're going to be very cautious about your steps that you make this year. Alright? With the Seven of Swords here. You're going to be a little bit anxious to see, is this person trustworthy here? Is this person worth telling my plans to? Which is do not. I will say this. And also, this is also in the mind. All right. I'm going to show you why, because it's It's an 8 of Swords, because your mind is going to play a big role in all these events this year. All right, is your negative thoughts also are going to impact this year. A lot of you will be going into solitude, but we have perseverance here. You're persevering to in the end here. You're going to take this year as an innocent approach here with the Page of Cups. Right? Nothing wrong with that, but we have victory at the bottom of the deck. So if you persevere, this shall be yours. Victory, a surge of momentum coming to you towards you. Right? Which is not a bad thing. You have strong will here. You're building an enterprise. Justice shall be served here. Where snakes are roaming, then you will see them. They will be up front and center here. But we see that 2 of Swords is in the reverse again, which is good. Good. So let's see. We're going to clarify some life situations for you, Pisces. And we have 2 more decks after that, and we're going to end your reading for now. So let's see, Spirit Ancestors, what clarifying situation, clarifying life situation would you like to give us for the Pisces? Let's see. We have commitment. Commit to this next stage in your development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. And of course, this represents unionship too, relationships. So Spirit is saying, commit to this path that you have right now. We have higher wisdom, high priestess energy, as I said, Pisces, right? We have, it says, higher wisdom, explore options, learn what you can. That's Page of Pentacles energy. And my phone is about to go off again. That's confirmation again. Explore the options that you have, learn what you can, right? And expand your horizons. That's Page of Pentacles energy. Let's see, one more card. Some cards are flipping in my hand. Let's see if there's one more card. Okay, let's see what you are. Okay, so trust yourself. Spirit is saying trust yourself. Let your intuition be the compass to lead you through murky waters. And you're going to need your intuition here. A lot too. And you're going to have some quiet moments here. Seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice. So you're going to be going to some form of hermit mode here. And it says gentle release. Let yourself surrender to the flow of life's mysterious currents. As I said, be a little bit more flexible. There's going to be twists and turns, and we have planning phase here. So you're in a planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality. So that's where the page and the Hierophant is going to turn up right. Once you make those plans, and this one fell out of my hand. This says Pathfinder. Trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul whispers to explore. So listen, you're finding your path here, Pisces, this year. So trust yourself. Commit to the path and use your intuition here. And there's a reason why I started the video saying that the Pisces is highly intuitive. Right? Highly, highly intuitive. Give me a high priestess vibe. Let's see. So we're going to go through some healing energy cards. Then we have some more. Ooh. Cards are up reverse, but yeah. So let's see. What do you have for the Pisces from this deck? We have belief reverse. I believe so. Definitely, there is some belief, there is some doubt, negative thoughts. So we need to turn that upright, Pisces. So it says, I believe in myself and the beauty of life and the goodness of God. Thus, I have the power to fulfill my dreams. The will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. So you have to surrender. Mm. Let's see what this one is. We have me. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to honor and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. So Pathfinder, finding your soul, finding your purpose here. Listen. Excuse me. And then we have attention, reverse. I am attentive to all that manifests in me. When negative arises within me, I transform into light, love and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. You're going to need some forgiveness this year. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hardworking. And then we have these two cards that fell out over here. Path to light. I make conscious choice to move towards the light one step at a time. I transform my weakness into strength, my mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. And then we have the last card here, which is listen to life. I am attentive to the world around me. Signs and symbols guide me to success. So listen to the signs and symbols. What they say, meditation, spiritual guides, listen to them. Meditate. They will give you the answers. I listen and discover the way to the eternal. Yeah. And we have wisdom and creation here. So if you listen to your wisdom, you'll be creating very, very soon. And let's see, last deck, Moonology deck. I don't know if a crescent moon is coming up, but let's see. Let's see what's coming out. No more cards in here. Okay. So, bottom of the deck, we have a new start is coming. New moon. So, Spirit, let's see. What card would you like to give the Pisces to end their reading? I hope you like my reading, Pisces. Okay, we have more than one. So, might just get a third one. Okay, we have you're very close to achieving your goal. Luck is on your side here. So believe that luck is on your side. And let's see one more. Communication is the key. New moon in Gemini. At the bottom of the deck, again, we have a new start is coming. So definitely Pisces. Listen to your intuition. Take that spiritual bath. Oh, crescent moon. Look at that. What do you need to release? Crescent moon. So yeah. So listen to your intuition, Pisces. Move in silence, definitely. It's your girl Gifted Hands 444. I hope you enjoy my reading. Like, share, subscribe. Give me your opinion on my video. If you like my video, what resonates for you? Did you learn something? Or were you shocked by certain things? Is some of these things already happening? You never know. And anytime you see this video, it's for you. So I'll see you in the next one.